Okay, we're live.
We're live. Welcome to everybody that's tuning in live with us for BB Breakdown 902. Anybody that's joining us after the fact, thanks for joining us. We're going to talk Big Brother 19 double eviction this episode and what just happened on tonight's episode, which we all knew what was going to happen if you're a feedster rather, except for the last part. I didn't know that was going to happen. So we'll break that down and be flabbergasted together because that's how I feel right now. Lindsay's uploading our twink linked Twitter, and we should be live shortly, if not already. Live?
I'm trying.
Okay.
We
Still.
will be. Just keep talking.
So I guess we'll start with double eviction. So double eviction happens. I was like super excited for it because I was hoping that the double eviction would shake up the house, possibly get Paul out or get a big player out. After Cody left, I guess we'll start with Cody's eviction and how epic of an exit that was that he made. First, he leaves eviction speech that kind of shakes up the house and gives a little mistrust to all the people remaining in the house that they shouldn't be trusting Alex and Jason because they didn't go ahead and keep him, which I thought was great, smart move. And then he basically gets up, walks out when no one wanted to stand up for him that he was leaving, and doesn't say a word to anybody. I thought it was amazing. I was surprised by his exit interview. He was a little witty, and he seemed like a real person, like playing the game and getting out of the house and giving that eviction speech. Were you impressed with his exit?
Yeah, I thought it was very Cody-like. I think that him walking on the table and just getting me like, get me the hell out of here. He hated those people and he wanted out. So I was surprised he had a daughter. Oh, sorry. I'm exhausted. But yeah, it was really good. It was really good. And he, oh, I love Jessica. I was like, oh Lord, are you gonna marry Jessica? Yeah. Oh, calm down. You're 25.
I think he's older than 25, isn't he?
Well, I don't know, but she's not.
Well, we'll see. You never know. Jessica's tweeting out on Twitter that she's going to propose to him at the finale and take away the thunder of the winner at the finale. So that's the rumor on Twitter right now. Aside from that, we see right into the double eviction where I was excited to see what would happen and if things would get shooken up rather. Jason wins it, and he puts Mark and Elena on the block. Were you surprised with his nominations, or were you
No, I
like
thought it was boring. To be honest, it was a waste of a Big
like
Brother, like live two show, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I was disappointed just because like it was like womp womp. Like you had an opportunity to get Paul out and you guys still didn't do it. So
And I also think it was just like completely unfair on Big Brother's part, knowing that the house was stacked in Paul's favor. And even if they want Paul to go ahead and win it, which is rumored that production is kind of like leading the house to get Paul to win, like leading them in the diary room, leading them in competitions and safeties and whatnot. Uh, it was kind of obvious on this double eviction where normally you'd be gunning for like the bigger players that it was stacked in Paul's favor because this HOH, it was okay, you win, you pick who you want to play. Okay, you win, you pick who you want to play. So obviously the odds of Mark or Elena winning HOH was very slim. And the fact that nobody had the balls enough to even like put Paul up against somebody until the very last round was like just telling of the rest of the game because no
mhm.
one, if you can't even put him up to play shuffleboard against somebody to potentially get out on an HOH competition, how are you ever
It
going to
was
put him on the block
so
to get out of the
lame.
house? So lame. Like,
And he just stood there and like I'm like, oh my goodness, this is like not even a fun season when it happens like this. But and now like I mean, who got HOH and stupid.
so
Well, I'm sorry for yawning, everyone. Oh, I'm exhausted.
the best, well, so am I. The best, we're both very very tired. Sorry, guys.
Oh,
Not very lively. But the best part of the double eviction for me was Mark winning the POV, as I think it was for most of Twitter that night.
yeah,
I was happy to see him stay in the game, at least one of the two of them, him being the bigger competitor. Although Elena has proven that she can compete too. I was happy to see Mark stay over Elena. So he ends up winning POV. Elena ends up going home, and that's basically the summary of double eviction. It was not the worst, but the lamest double eviction I've watched. I'm easily glad that I watched it the next day because I was working that night late. So I'm glad that I didn't tune in halfway through and watch because I would have been really disappointed. Moving on to this episode, because this episode, again, I had these high expectations, knowing going into this episode that Christmas won HOH, that she would actually maybe shake up the game a little bit because she's been talking about how she wants to make big moves for a while now. And what do we end up seeing? This new tree come out that has all these temptations on it. It's the last of the temptation curses. And the most alluring, or not alluring, but most like wanted one from Mark was the 2 vetoes in 1 week, because that doubles his chances of winning veto. So he was really gunning for that. And then there was Save a Friend, and then there was 2 punishments too. There was a bounty on your head, and I forget what the other punishment was. Anyway, so there was 3 good things and 2 bad things, and Mark really wanted the 2 vetoes in 1 week just to ensure his safety. So he went in the HOH first and then came back out and picked his apple, and lo and behold, he gets the apple that saves a friend, and he can't pick again for the next 3 weeks that the tree is in play if he stays in the house. And who do you think he ends up keeping safe this week?
Paul.
Yeah, he keeps Paul safe this week, and his rationalization for it is that he gave him a friendship bracelet at the beginning of the game, so he has to repay the safety that Paul gave him at the beginning of the game.
Oh my God, these people are so whipped.
They're so brainwashed. Paul is like,
They're gonna lose this game, and then they're gonna watch it and be like, "This isn't even fun to watch."
Mark was my only hope of somebody getting Paul out of this game. And now that he's gone ahead and given his safety apple to Paul, I can't even believe it. I was flabbergasted. Like, I knew who Christmas won HOH. I knew who Christmas put on the block, but I had no idea that Mark was going to pull this fast one on me and give Paul safety for the week. Couldn't believe it. So even if Christmas did want to make a big move and try and backdoor him, which I don't think she would have even done anyway, because she wants to be final 3 with him for some reason,
Mm-hmm.
she wouldn't have had a chance to do it if she even wanted to. So Paul is making it to final 3 no matter what, and everybody thinks he's hit the ride or die, so he's for sure making it to final 2. Unless these house guests start comparing notes that he has final 2 deals and final 3 deals with every power couple and every person in the house, he makes it to final 2. Like, hands down.
I don't know how this is gonna play out, but I'm sure that he's gonna be there. These people are all so stupid.
I just don't understand. And some of these people are super fans. So are they just so, like, super fan-esque of Paul's game last season, and like,
I don't even know if it's that. I think it's just that, like, they don't want. Who wants to be the one person that like makes Paul angry? And I think like they figure at this point there's no point in making him angry because there's so many people still left to go. I mean, Raven
mm-hmm.
and Josh and Mark and all these people are like dead weight, and so I figure maybe that's it. Even though he'd be my number one target.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I feel like this season is just floating along.
This
I'm
would
losing
never happen in Canada.
I'm losing interest. And
Right?
sorry guys, but I
I think
really
they're
am.
trying to like shake it up, but it's just not happening because
And
it's
the only person I'm gunning for to win is Kevin, and now they're targeting him. Paul is targeting him and making all the house guests
Why is he targeting him?
because Kevin was talking to Cody last week. God forbid Kevin's a nice person. So the reason that Paul's targeting him is because he was talking to Cody last week. Because he was talking to Cody, he must want Paul out. And now he's put in everybody's head that Kevin is a liar and that he's probably not telling the truth that he has children. And then Derek came in on Friday. So he must be a cop because him and Derek really hit it off. God forbid Derek, like the one house guest that's actually lovable this season. And I just am so upset that everyone is targeting poor little, not even poor little, because he's not poor and he's not little, but my Kevin. Like I love Kevin. He's my favorite. He's what's keeping me watching this season personally and tuning
Really
into.
nice.
So if they get him out, I might be. I'm sorry, guys.
You
I've
would
never said this.
never not watch this show. You wouldn't.
I feel like I would watch it, but I wouldn't be so like inclined to watch it live or watch it like right at like the second I can the day after if I'm working. Like I might binge watch a few episodes together rather than be like
Right.
so it like I normally am. Like I've never said this about a season, and I feel so bad for coming on here and just bashing this season. But I'm really not enjoying it the way I thought I would. I had such high hopes for this season when we did our draft.
I
Crazy.
know, I know.
Anyhow, uh, I'm excited for BB19 6. The auditions are open, and if I wasn't pregnant, I'd definitely apply. But I'm sure they don't want a pregnant lady in there or one that's just delivered. So maybe next season if Global keeps them around. But I'm really excited to see what BB19 6 has in store and like what kind of twists and turns that Canada's going to bring this season, like and shake it up a little bit. I feel like Global's going to maybe shake it up a little bit this season.
Oh yeah. Now they know that the fans are there. They're gonna bring it. But just don't put
Yeah,
Paul on this season
no thank
in
you.
Canada.
Yeah. So anyhow, I that's kind of my thoughts of this week. Do you have any thoughts that I haven't really talked of?
Um,
Like who's your favorite right now? Who do you want to win right now? If you had to pick.
you know, it's funny because I was having this conversation with a friend and they were like, it's such a boring season. I was like, oh no, I'm enjoying it. And he was like, well, then who do you want to win? And I was like, oh, I don't know. I kind of think, I don't know. Like, I'm going to go underdogs and kind of say I like Christmas because she's had kind of like she's played really nicely and she seems really nice. I'm gonna go Josh because I enjoy his antics and I think he's ridiculous and a bit of a but like there's a good heart there. I think he just is a little bit misguided. And I like Kevin.
Yeah,
Oh, I like Alex a little bit too.
no, I'm not down for Alex. I was in the beginning, but like she's just the past few weeks like has just been such a minion to Paul. I just feel though none of her
Who is
decisions.
Paul on their team in our draft?
What's that? Paul's on your team.
Perfect.
Paul's on your team. Don't worry. Yeah, and you're like dominating. I'll post a picture of the
Yeah, I
stats.
haven't seen how we're doing.
Basically, you are dominating this season, but that's okay. I'm okay with that.
You're like not even gonna keep watching, so
I am. It's just to be like as committed as I normally am, which is like checking into like all the feeds all the time, and then on top of that, like having to watch the show live, and if not live, like right when I get home from work. It's just
yeah.
feel like my sense of commitment to Big Brother, and I don't like saying this, but I just feel like this season has just I don't
Mm-mm.
for
Sorry, I'm
me.
looking at my cat. Does everybody want to see the cat? I'm big cat sitting, guys. And she seems happy. She's still alive. I'm not a very big animal person, as Melissa will tell you, like at
If
all.
if your sister-in-law and brother are watching, they'll be very happy to see that cat made the highlight of the
Cat
podcast.
made the highlight reel because that cat's adorable and perfect, but I'm not good with it. I'm not good with animals, and it's been very stressful. I have been scared to come to my own house.
It's hilarious.
I don't know
Uh,
how people like own animals and then just like this cat paid no rent and she just like lives here. And then she's like jumping up and I can't even make dinner because she's in oh no. Anyway, we've got one more week together. She goes next Sunday.
okay, they're on a big vacation.
They're in Florida.
Ooh,
So
nice.
Kat and I are hanging out.
Oh, you never know. You might become a cat lady by the end of it.
I don't think so. But she is very nice company. Anyway.
uh, in saying all that, I think that. Oh, the only other thing I wanted to mention. Did anybody notice the ant or the bug that made the last Big Brother episode? Not this one, the last one. And it was. I forget what they were showing when it made the reel, but it like crawled across the screen and you could see it. And it
It's
just
so
proved that
cool.
the ant crisis in the house is still there. Because you know how every season they're like, oh,
Yeah,
the
they
ant.
always have ants because no one cleans up.
Well, this, I forget if it was like a shot of the kitchen or if it was a shot of something. And like you could see across the camera went the ant. Did anyone else catch that? If you have, tweet us. Anyway, those are my final words for this week. Hopefully next week I will be more chipper and excited for what's going on in the Big
We need
Brother
something good
19
to
world.
happen this week.
Oh, I need something good. I don't. Jason's wife is pregnant. That was kind of exciting. That was an exciting moment on this episode. Them and
Oh.
not him showing the picture and him like crying. It was so
Did he
cute.
know she was pregnant?
No, in the HOH letter that he got for his double eviction, he still got the letter, and in the letter she told him. So nice.
Oh, that's so
But I
nice.
sent him a picture of the sonogram, and then that was my favorite part of the episode and this week in general. So she sent him a picture of the sonogram, and then she sent him a picture of their other little boy with the Big Brother shirt on. It's so cute.
Oh, gosh,
Yeah,
heartstrings. That's nice.
yeah. Anyhow, I guess we'll leave on that positive note. Thanks for everyone that tuned in to us to listen to me rant about Big Brother this week. And we will tweet out next time we're here next week. And that's it from BB Breakdown 902. See you guys.
Bye.